Welcome, my friends. I am Dr. N. Sukumaran, continuing with my video, The Health is Your Birthright. Today's topic is on lungs and its associated problems or diseases or symptoms. Lungs are the organs which will enable us to live healthy and happily. It reaches the oxygen to entire parts of the body. From the inhaled air, oxygen is drawn and carbon dioxide and other impurities are sent out. Yes, breathing is quite natural, but we must know some of the techniques in breathing in and breathing out. While breathing in, our stomach should slightly bulge, and while breathing out, the stomach should go in. Instead of shallow breathing, we should always do deep breathing so that diaphragm based breathing in and breathing out will automatically set in. But we don't do it in many times. We just try and see the difference. Now, what are the problems associated with lungs? The diseases normally are asthma, bronchitis, dry cough, wet cough, pneumonia, COPD, cancer, pleurisy, and like number of other diseases. But as I have earlier told you, homeopathy does not treat the disease. It treats the symptoms, what the patient feels. And then to make more accurate, we shall evaluate the modalities and the likes and dislikes of the patient and the time of aggravation and the posture which will allow the patient to breathe comfortably. Now, it is essential that what are the symptoms one may face. Among the symptoms, most important is short of breath. Let us say bronchitis. A small exertion will create very difficult situation for breathing in. Similarly, exhalation will also become difficult if your trachea is narrowed. Then all these situations will create its own peculiar symptoms. And dry cough, wet cough, all needs different medicines for different people in different situations. Now, when coming to COPD, their symptoms are varying because number of diseases are associated with COPD, so-called COPD. But the most important for a homeopath is to ensure good capacity of the lungs to accept the oxygen. Very recently, all of us have come across a phenomenon associated with the COVID, that number of people even died because of lack of oxygen. Fortunately, there are medicines in homeopathy which will ensure sufficient oxygen for quite some time. You may have to change the medicines according to the symptoms present. The anxiety, the fear, inability to lie down, inability to walk, inability to rise, and bending forward is a comfortable position. These are all symptoms. There are occasions in which they are unable to eat, drink, or think of doing any smallest exertion. These are all valuable information for a homeopath. And for emergency, they are having another method, that is, just mix the ginger with honey and just lick it 2-3 times. Their suffocation is to a great extent relieved. Now, what are the medicines homeopathy can offer? In homeopathy, most important thing is that we always try to prevent rather than treat. This is also a part of homeopathy. Establish a situation where no disease is occurred, or if at all occurred, the patient will feel comfortable. Then we should know which are all the causative factors. The main causative factors is pollution. Polluted air, polluted water, polluted environment. Then comes the dirt, pests, fur of the pet animals. So cleanliness is having a very important role. And then what you eat and what you should not eat. The people with experience would have understood what are the causative factors for their disturbances. Yes, they are having the right to keep it away and take only that which will not create a problem for them. For example, number of people cannot take banana, certain people cannot take oranges or any citrus fruits, and many are there who cannot touch curd. But this is not a universal application. So, for everyone, with their own understanding, the doctor should suggest help to desist from those items which will create problems for them. Now, the smoking, I told, is major problem for almost all lungs problems. And smoking is not only the active smoking, even passive smoking. The child who is coming and sitting in the lap of the dad and dad smokes cigar will have a problem. During this COVID situation, a very strange thing had happened. Due to lockdown, the air has become very pure. We can see far off, and really the mountains heard which were not seen yesterdays have started becoming more visible, and its effects definitely has helped the people to come out of number of lungs problems. Thanks for the lockdown on this account. And looking back, the wearing the mask and taking the care has definitely helped people to get rid of bronchitis, asthma, cough, common cold, small types of fevers. Yeah, very very interesting things happening. Not for COVID, but improving the levels of oxygen. I had given Aspidosperma to number of patients. Among them were one old gentleman whose oxygen level was below 65, and he has come out of his COVID, and more than that, he was a patient suffering from COPD for last about a decade. Today he comes and says he can walk, he can work, and he is very happy. But mind it, this Aspidosperma is not to be given continuously. Always it should be under the supervision of a homeopath. Only 2 or 3 doses are warranted, and later on adequate medication by other medicines should be supported. Then only that oxygen level can be sustained. And once the patient feels comfort, then itself there is a good reason for him to improve. Similarly, now any lungs problems normally creates a cough of various hues and colors, like dry cough, for which we prescribe antimonium tart. The wet cough with nausea, we prescribe Ipecac. Lack of oxygen, the patient wants to open the windows and doors, homeopath can give Carbovegetalis, and the person cannot sit straight, but he has to bend forward. To feel comfortable, he can get 1 dose of Medorinum. The aggravation is only during monsoon. There is a safe medicine, natrum sulph, and for any change of weather, there is arsenic album, which is also helpful for people who are unable to lie down due to bronchial disturbances. Not a lot of medicines. And cancer, pleurisy, tuberculosis, all these things can be managed by medicines. This is coming from the experience, from the knowledge what I have observed, and one can definitely try to get the help from their nearest doctors. One thing is sure, along with this medication, a proper environment also should be created. The patients must be instructed to be in a very clean environment, to drink boiled and cooled good water, avoid all sort of spurious drinks or fried items, deep fried items, be moderate on eating habits, and adequate rest is also a requirement. But then there are a section of people whose vocation itself is hazardous. For example, mining workers, the people who are working on asbestos and asbestos based products, then the pesticide controllers, the people who are working on mines and roads where continuous exposure to dust, both obnoxious and natural, all these things are posing problems. What can be done? Again, based on number one, the pattern, the pothos is the medicine what we normally administer, so that pollution from the dust, pollution from the smell, etc. is covered. Then another section of people who cannot even smell a nice rose, a jasmine, or fragrance, even toiletries. For them too, we do have medicine in ailanthus and caladium. You name it, there might be a medicine. Only the thing, the patient and the doctor should have patience to understand the situation and to select the proper remedy. My friends, the salient features, very crisply I have explained, and more of the information, more of the suggestions, perhaps you will be able to gather also from your nearest doctor. Do that. Don't get frustrated. Life is precious. Let us protect it. Hope you have understood my message properly, and let me conclude today's video. Based on the demands, I am deviating from my standards. I was covering actually diseases and disturbances, but there are demands that I must talk on different subjects. That's why last episode was given for the children, their welfare, and my next episode will be on hair. A large chunk of people, especially the teenagers, their demand is that I must speak to them on hair. Yes, next time I shall be with you with the topic hair, and till then, thank you, Dr. Sukumaran.